Well, I'm Ward Payne, and I was born May 18, 1919 in Dallas, Texas, and came to California when I was only 2 or 2.5 years old, so I'm a near native Californian. We moved to Hollywood, and some of the recreation that we enjoyed included an annual trip to the great outdoors in Orange County. A lot of us would go to Balboa, which was very nice and not as crowded as it is today. And I attended Fairfax High School. At Fairfax, I was pretty active in writing the sports column for the local weekly, as well as being the head yell leader in my senior year, which we called the town crier. My column was called Tiger Tales, which gave me my nickname, and I headed it as Tiger Tales of Sport. When I graduated from Fairfax on a Thursday or a Friday, I went to work on a Monday at a company named Hall Mack Company. Worked there until 1941, when I was 21 years old, and then I was drafted into the United States Army. When the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, we loaded up and started for the Pacific Coast. It was there that I met on a blind date my future wife, Ruthie, and it wasn't too long thereafter that I proposed to Ruth, and we married. While in Europe, as I say, I was in the 9th Infantry Division, and we participated in some historic battles. We were one of the first divisions to cross into Germany. I was fortunate enough to have been awarded the Silver Star, a Bronze Star, a Purple Heart, 3 Battle Stars, and that's about it. And after the Japanese had been defeated, I did come home in late November of 1945. Ruthie rejoined me, and we moved back to Southern California. I was fortunate enough to get my old job back with Hallmark. Although I was in the inactive reserve now, I was recalled into the Army for the Korean War for about a solid year, 1952. 1979, we moved out to California again, but then retired in the early part of 1980 and came out to Leisure World, where my parents had been since 1965. I was urged to get into the governance part of Leisure World and served on the United Mutual board for 3 years. My senior year as president. Later, I became president of the Republican Club, which I was very active in, serving as president for 3 years. In view of all the activities I was engaged in for several years there, the Historical Society elected to name me Leisure Worlder of the Month in December of 1989. During the program, I wore a suit all right, but I took off my coat, and lo and behold, I was wearing my old Fairfax High School yell leader's sweater, and actually led a yell with some of my old Fairfax High friends participating.